Every evening, before the sun set, this man would sprinkle a strange silver powder around his house. This was not ordinary protection. Rather, this powder completely blocked the zombie's sense of smell. As soon as he entered the house, he would first put his dog into a UV sterilizer machine and clean it. Because in this world, there was no trust left anymore. Not even in your... Because in this world, there was no trust left anymore. Not even in your...
As soon as the 6 p.m. alarm rang, he would immediately activate the entire security system of his house.
Thick iron walls would close. Electric blades would slide over the windows. And the entire house would transform into a fortress. But even then, he was afraid. Because the outside world no longer belonged to humans. About 5 years ago, in 2012, a virus arrived. Night Zero virus. It wiped out 91% of the world's population. The rest either died or became night hunters. These zombies were extremely weak during the day. But as soon as the sun set, their strength increased 10 times. And the most dangerous thing, they could sense human voice, smell, and fear. Our main character was Leon. Previously, he was a military bioscientist. My name is Leon. Before the world fell apart, I was a military bioscientist who had worked on the very first sample of this virus. But now, I believed I could stop it. I had no... Another morning, another day to survive. He was alone, or maybe he thought so. Every morning
at 8 a.m., Leon would go out in his bulletproof car into the city. Daylight is my only advantage. I can't waste a single minute.
5 years ago, now, all that's left is silence. New York had now become a ghost city. This city once touched the sky. Now it's nothing but ruins. Skyscrapers had collapsed. Roads were empty. Out here, one mistake is all it takes. And everywhere there was only silence. His one rule was, find food in the daytime. Food can wait. Night never does. And return home before night. But one day, this rule was broken. Leon went into an old hospital. Because there was a chance of emergency medical supplies being there.
But as soon as he entered, the detector on his wrist started beeping.
Warning, biosignature detected. Someone's alive. He slowly moved forward. And then what he saw What I saw completely shocked my mind. A girl. And a child. But there was one more thing with them. Which was crying like a human. The girl's name was Anna. Anna said,
"Please don't hurt him."
This infected person wanted to hurt us.
But suddenly, it stopped. Leon looked carefully. There was no violence in the zombie's eyes, but confusion. This was the first sign that the virus was changing. But then, a very loud sound came.
Stay close behind me. Don't let go. Run!
These are no longer ordinary zombies. And then, they arrived. Hunter zombies, who now hunted in packs. Their eyes were completely red.
And they could directly identify humans. Leon fired a flare. The entire hospital lit up. But the zombies were no longer afraid of light.
The entire hospital lit up. But the zombies were no longer afraid of light. They had learned. Now they had become smart. Leon ran into a room.
But the door locked automatically. And then from behind, a zombie attacked him.
Leon fell. His arm broke. But he activated his last trick.
Neurogas grenade. The entire room filled with smoke. And some zombies stopped. But the leader was still alive.
And some zombies stopped. But the leader was still alive. And he was the most dangerous one. The zombie slowly came forward, and for the first time, it spoke.
You cannot fix us. We are now evolution.
Leon was shocked, but then he remembered his old lab,
where he had hidden a failed cure. If he could fix it, then zombies could become human again. And that was only with the Zombie King. The very next moment, the entire city was swallowed in.
Darkness. Night had begun. And now. The Zombie King himself had appeared. His voice echoed.
Today, the last human will be finished.
Leon activated his traps. Electric nets, UV blasts, and flame tunnels.
But the zombies were now making strategies. They were breaking through the walls.
Anna and the child got trapped.
Don't run!
But then, the Zombie King grabbed Anna. Leon stopped, and in that moment, he made a decision.
If I want the cure, I have to become a monster. He injected the virus into his own blood, so he could get closer to the Zombie King. His body started changing.
But his mind was still human. He reached the king and took his blood sample. Then he escaped. Reaching the lab, he created the final serum. The entire city began to shake. And then, he released the serum into the air. A blue light spread across all of New York.
Zombies started falling one by one and transforming back into humans.
But Leon,
Was slowly fading away. Anna held him, and I smiled.
Now, the night will no longer be scary.